everybody, welcome back to my channel or my page. I am Shia, the eccentric quilter, and I am finally going to talk about my latest project of paper piecing with a quilt work / Judy Meyer pattern. I am doing the Heather in the Highlands, and I have a couple of things that would not have made this easy had I not utilized them. I have, of course, the rotary cutters. I use the 60 for the multiple layers of cutting and going through the big templates. I use the 45 for when I'm actually working on the paper piecing over here. I have paper clips. I use these over the quilting clips. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say the quilting clips, I mean these lovely things, because with the paper clips, when they are used, I can use my add a quarter ruler and it slides right over it. And I do use those when I'm putting the pieces together, when I'm actually sewing the whole block together. I have a folding template, which you will hear her use. And the folding template is just template plastic that you can order off of Amazon that you use for whatever template you want to create for quilting. And I just cut it into slices, and I have multiple in case I lose one. Now, the next thing you will need is plastic bags. Now, I'm saying you will need an add a quarter ruler because it has this little lip, but any ruler will do. But you will need plastic bags to keep up with all these multiple pieces that you cut out. And when I cut it out, it took me about 8 to 10 hours. All day, either on a Saturday or a Sunday, I can't remember. But I still had stuff left over and I had to work on that during the week. I am trying to keep a timer. Roughly, I calculated what I've already done is about 24-ish hours. And when I do this, I'm going to start keeping a time. And when I mean this, I'm on my last letter. It's 5 letter groups for this pattern, and I'm on the 5th letter group. I'm just about to start it. And now we're getting into the things that are useful, but you don't have to have them. Like a clapper to have super flat seams. I'm using this binder for the pattern because when you get it, it will be thick like a Bible or a Hooked on Phonics workbook. And it's gonna have all these pages, and I'm very rough on my patterns, so having them in sheet protectors when it's this big is very helpful. It's a layout situation that I haven't even looked at because I got overwhelmed, not gonna lie. And I've made it through all of this. This is my fabric, excess scrap fabric that I'm using as a bookmark, and I have this much. That's if you have a king size. I have this much left to go, so yay on that. And this group has 5 sections for me to conquer. Can't wait to do that. Now my next bit I lost all my paper clips. Oh well. The next bit that again is nice to have, you do not need, is my light. It's an illuminated board, a light box, but I can cut on it, and it's from the Caterpillar. I have a video on it. This has been everything. I've been cutting on it, and I can see the lines. In here, she gives you a tip of flipping over your paper piece and marking the lines on the back so you can see it. I don't have to. I just turn the light to the second, which is this amount of light is what I need. If it gets, that's too bright for my eyes. But I use that, and I just flip it over, and I can see the lines already. And I just put the fabric accordingly, align the fabric where it needs to go, and keep on about my business. You might also need an iron. So I have my lovely project iron over here. And the last but not least, you don't need it, but it's nice to have, is the Easy Press, the starch pen where you can put it right on the seam, because if you spray your whole paper piecing and the newspaper, it will crinkle up and shrink, and to me it's kind of warping the paper that you need to follow. So I try not to do that, and I use the pen. I believe those are all the helpful tips. So let's start on this last letter, the section or the bag D1, and follow these cutting instructions. I'm